Hello, everyone. Welcome to one of our TASSTA's webinars today. And I'm very proud that I can present you today the company Hytera, because as you know, Hytera is principally one of the biggest radio vendors around the globe with different kind of solutions like DMR, TETRA, and from the devices to the infrastructure. So Hytera has a full ecosystem and is also now going into the next steps that they are providing also LTE devices and also want to do the LTE nodes and so on. So it's very exciting to see that Hytera is pushing into different kind of directions into the future technology, where we are very happy that they are supporting basically that technology, because we as TASSTA are part of it. And today, Sharon is with me. Hi, Sharon.
Hello, everybody. Nice to meet you online. Hello,
yeah, nice to meet you, Sharon.
Thank you.
I think.
Okay.
Yeah, we never met before, right?
Yes, we never met before. We met online the first time.
Yes. Sharon, so it was a very exciting year, I believe, 2020. How was the year for you so far?
Yeah, I think that the 2020 year is also very tough year for us in China, or for Hytera, or for our other subsidiaries internationally, And but we still have faith, or we have confidence to provide our good quality devices, or provide our solutions or services to the customer. So even during the pandemic period, we also have a lot of sales. They are working outside, working abroad. So we will be never we will not think that this pandemic is a trouble for us. We will keep our confidence to support our customers, or to provide our best solutions to the customer.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's just hopefully a few weeks more, and then we are working that the pandemic is soon over, and 21 looks already more promising than 2020, I believe.
Yes, I think so. So hope in the future we have more corporations, I think, in other countries, or in China, or in every corner of the world.
Absolutely. I mean, okay, our audience can now see already the two devices which we are going to talk today. And yes. We as TASSTA, we are very happy that Hytera is offering that devices, because we are offering pure software, and we need a piece of professional hardware that it's giving to our end users absolute robust and right experience to move forward from the legacy systems into LTE and 5G. So tell us a little bit about the two devices which you brought today for us.
Yes, that for Hytera, we are not only professional in the PMR. I think for the TETRA, for the DMR, we can also propose a full portfolio of the DMR terminals. And from the entry level, this is the entry level, the Kinsey 380, and this is the professional level, which is called the Kinsey 550. We also have another type, which is the combination of the broadband and also the PMR, like TETRA or DMR terminals. We call it multimode radio, and Hytera is the first one, it's the first in the world who proposed the multimode radio concept, and we released the first multi-mode radio in the world. So it is also very popular among the world. I think that maybe future we can do some adaptation for the multi-mode radio. And today I will mainly focus on these two devices. Now we move to the entry level. This is called the PNC 380. You can see it here. For this device, it has a small screen which is 2-inch. For this screen, we can see the contact information very clearly. And besides, it is a small screen, right? So it can save power, I think. And below the screen, it is a full keypad. You can see it here. And you know that for this device, for this model, we have two versions. The first version is the standard version. Standard version means that no camera, no telephone call. And for the Pro version, we have support the camera and the telephone call. So we have two versions available on the market. You can choose anyone that you want according to your requirement. And so if it is for the phone call, so the full keypad can be used for us to dial the phone numbers, right? Or to input the messages, text messages to the group. So it is very convenient for our operation. And below the keypad, you can see it here. There are some holes here, right? And here it is a big speaker. It is 2-watt speaker with a very big sound cavity. So the sound, the loudness can be up to 125 dB. And what does it mean? I think that for this parameter, it means that even we are working in a very noisy environment, like there are some electric drills which make very loud noise. You can still hear every word clearly with a loud quality. So it is very loud. I think I can dare say that this is maybe the loudest in the world because it is about 125 dB. And here you can see it here. It is a PTT button. So we can press this button. Short press this button or long press this button to access to the PTT services. And below there are these two buttons are for us to adjust the volume. So it means that during we are press the PTT button during the call, we can use our middle finger to press these two buttons to adjust the volume. So very convenient. And for this device, now we move to the back of this device because it is a Pro device, Pro version. So it has a camera here, and use this camera to do video call or to let the dispatcher to know the on-site situation very clearly. And here is a battery cover, and you can see it here. For this cover, it has some very deep texture. The texture you can see here some unique designs and also the curved edge. So it means that when we hold the device, when we have very sweaty hands during our work, we can still hold this device very firmly, very conveniently. Okay, so for this device, it also on the top there's a orange button. This is the emergency button. It means that even we are working outside alone during emergency situations, we can still press this button to report the emergency situation to the dispatch center or to our team member for help. And besides, this device can also support the embedded GPS module, right? So it is also a very good feature because, for example, for some industries or for our truck drivers, when they are working outside for the dispatch center, they want to know where the truck driver is. So with the embedded GPS module, we can know where our workers is, and we can look at them and to check their routes every day. So very convenient. And this is all about this device. And another very good design about this device is that it has a very big battery, about 4,000 milliamp hour. So it means that it can work for about 24 hours in the 5% receiving, 5% sending, and 90% standby mode. And besides, if we need to work for long hours, there's also a battery latch here. So very easy for us to replace the battery, right? Okay. And the entry-level version for our device, the PNC380. So do you have any question about this device?
Yes, definitely. No, wait. So thank you for the information so far. But so if I summarize, so there are two versions of that device. So there is a 380 with without camera, and there is an, or without also GSM, or how do you call it? And there is the other 380 which has the camera, which is this full option, right? Which you have now in your hand.
Yes. Okay.
And also there was, I remember there was a PNC 370. The 370 is out of end of life, or is the 370 still available?
It is still available in the market. Okay, you know, the design or the concept or the appearance, the outlook with the PNC 380, they are sometimes similar. So maybe in different markets, some people they want the full keypad version, and for the PNC 380, it is a half keypad, you know. So some people maybe they will choose the half keypad version, and some will choose this version. So okay, they are replacement to each other.
And does the device also support NFC?
Yes, for the Pro version, you can support the NFC.
Okay, excellent. So principally, so there is one PNC 380 basic and one PNC 380 Pro, which has all these features available.
Yes. I hope I can make you clear. Okay.
Nice. Okay. And yeah, I think it's yeah, we have it in some projects and it's working quite well. And I can just confirm what you mentioned, that it is yeah, I mean, this is, I would say, this is expected from Hytera, that as a professional radio producer, it's very, you know, Hytera knows how a radio should look like, how a radio should feel like, and so it's perfectly done like that.
Yes, you're right.
Excellent. So let's go to the other one. The other one is principally yeah, more like a smartphone, correct?
Yes. I'd rather say this is a device which this model is PNC 550, you know, and I'd say that for this device, it is a model that is a professional work terminal. Why I said that? Because I think that it is a combination of a professional pocket radio and also our smartphone. And why I said it is a professional pocket radio, because you know that for this radio, it is also has the PTT button right here on this side for us to initiate the instant calls, and also the emergency button on the top, also the orange color, very conspicuous for us to see it. And to initiate the emergency calls, okay, or PTT services, very conveniently for us to realize our communication, instant communication under the 2G, 3G, 4G, or even Wi-Fi network, to realize the nationwide coverage or even global coverage where there's a network where you can be available. So very brilliant idea, I think, for the park. And besides this device, compared with the smartphone, you know, for the smartphone, usually our device, the speaker is about 0.5 watt or to 1 watt. So the speaker is not so loud. But for the dedicated pocket terminal, for this device, the speaker is 2 watt. So it means that in very noisy working environment, we can also use it to communicate with others very freely or very conveniently, very user-friendly for this design. And besides, this device can also support a very large capacity battery, about 4,000 milliampere hour. So it means that you can work for 20 hours, at least 18 hours in the 9% receiving, 9% sending, and 5% receiving, 5% sending, and 90% standby mode. So, and also can change the battery very conveniently. You know, for our smartphone, we do not have this battery-like design, so they are embedded battery. So very difficult for us to change the battery during our work, right? And that's the difference between the pocket radio and the smartphone. That's why we should choose dedicated smart POC radios for us to do POC services. Why? That's why not smartphone, right? And besides, okay, this device compared with our smartphone, another thing is that for our smartphone, they are usually consumer devices, right? So it means that they look very fancy, very lightweight, but on the other hand, they are very vulnerable, very easily to be damaged. So for this device, the design or the texture, you will be not afraid for it to drop onto the floor. It passes the 1.2 drop test and also passes the IP68 test. IP688 means that after the device is immersed in water for 1.2 meters for at least 40 minutes, it can still work after we pull it out of the water. So it means that even we use this device in very harsh working environment, okay, it can work. It can also accompany us through its whole lifespan. I think they are our good work friend or good work companion. Okay, and this about the POC pad. And why I said that it is not only just a POC radio, it's more than a POC radio because it also inherits some good features from the smartphone, like the big screen, right? The touchable screen for us. Also adaptive screen. It means that when we see the screen under very strong sunlight, we can also see the icons very clearly, see everything very clearly. And besides, it can also support the glove touch. Okay, it means that when we wear our gloves, for example, for our nurses or for doctors, when they wear the surgical gloves, they can also touch the screen or tap the screen very conveniently. And also wet hand operation. The screen also supports wet hand operation. Okay, so very convenient for us to use in working environment. And another thing for the device is that it has a very strong operating system. It is Android 9.0 operating system, and also a very powerful module for this device, very powerful processor. So for this device, we can install a lot of work apps onto this device, not only the TASSTA app, not only the POC app, but also other working apps, because it has a very powerful processor. And to enhance our work efficiency, you may say that for the workers, maybe they want to install any app in the App Store and how to control it. But for our solution, we have a app management and control solution. It means that the operator is only allowed to install the apps that is permitted or by their manager, and other apps that is not relevant to their work, they cannot install it. So it will avoid the distraction from non-working apps during their work to enhance their work efficiency. So I think that is also very brilliant design for this device. Okay, so okay, and then that's quite different from our normal smartphone for this device.
And how do you do that? Do you have a device manager that is avoiding installing, let's say, consumer applications on that device, or how do you manage that?
We have a solution which is called MDM, Mobile Device Management platform, right? For that platform, we can add the blacklist, app blacklist and app whitelist. So only the whitelist apps in the whitelist can be installed into these devices.
Is the mobile device management, is it an additional service the customers need to pay, or is it coming included if somebody is purchasing the PNC 550?
It is another solution. They need to, it is not optional solution. So if they need it, they can just deploy a server by themselves. We know that for different customers, maybe they want to use list the different apps at their working apps and different apps at their consumer apps. So it will be different. It depends on the customer needs. They can deploy the server by themselves. Only one server can support thousands of devices to access to it. So very convenient for us to do the remote programming or remote control of the devices.
Okay, so it's coming principally, so if I want to have an MDM, Hytera is also offering one MDM solution. And another important question right now is the device, for example, is it connected to the Play Store? Or so is it the official Google registered OS, or how is it? Or is it disconnected from the Google environment?
The device can also support the Google mobile services. I mean, the Google apps we can also have the Google's access to the Google Store with this device. And okay, if we install something that is not allowed in MDM server, when it is connected to the system, the MDM server will forbidden these apps. I think like this.
Perfect. Yeah. So it is principally. You can say. I mean, we can say that yes. On one side, we have the device, which is very much looking like a radio, and it is giving you exactly what a radio is doing, and even more because it has a camera, and so it can do a little bit even more. And then on the left side, you have I would say, yeah, a mission critical or a professional smartphone for the users, which is okay, different than the consumer device, right? So that is what we can say. And yeah, so tell me, you said also there is one other device which is also giving is a dual mode, right? So it is combined with DMR and Tetra, I believe, and smartphone. That is something also available from Hytera. And I remember there was also something PNC 7 something, or it was a bigger device than the PNC 550, right?
Yes, it is just like a combination of this device and also DMR or Tetra radio. Okay.
Okay, that was this one. Okay. So, and Sharon, what are the plans of Hytera for 21 or 22? I mean, so these devices, are they, or let's say first, let us have a question. When are you expecting to go with this device to Android 10?
I think that for the plan, for our company plan for the next year or for the year after the next year, we are going to research on the 5G terminals, and now we are deploy the strategy to put our energy or resources into into the 5G area, and I think we will release the 5G models in the future, and at that time we will do our terminal adaptation with the TASSTA app, I think. So let's looking forward to it. Okay.
And this PNC 550, do you plan to go in the next quarter, or to Android 10, or is it right now not planned so far?
You mean this one?
Yeah.
It is already available on the market for this device, the PNC 550.
No, but it is Android 9, you said, right? It is Android operation system 9.
Yes.
And are you going to be on number 10?
Now we will release other devices which can support the latest operating system, not on this device. Will be on other more professional devices or more advanced devices compared with the PNC 550 for the Android 10 or even later version.
Okay. So what we are expecting is principally that, yeah, in the next 1-2 years, so Hytera is already making research about 5G to provide new devices. And yeah, I mean, yeah, the devices are looking very well, and yeah, that is why we are doing this webinar together, because we trust in the Hytera quality in the hardware, and we know everything is very much quality proof and things are good. And yeah, it's also fully implemented with our application, as you can see on both devices. The PDT buttons are working, the emergency buttons are working, and also the keypad is fully working for individual calls or status messages and so on. So Sharon, tell me, if somebody is interested in that devices, I mean, okay, Hytera is principally everywhere, but how the people can purchase that devices? They should contact you and you forward them to a partner, or they should search on your web page. How is the process usually?
We already listed all the devices on our web page. And also for different countries, we have our local partners, or I say the local vendors. They can provide our devices to the market. Okay.
So let's say if I am now in France, or in Dubai or wherever, so I'm sitting here and I want to purchase that device. I Google just Hytera Emirates, and I'm going to find out if I can find a dealer from your side, or shall I go to your Hytera webpage and there is a list of partners?
At present, you can just leave the message. I mean, leave the message, and then we will receive the email, and we will arrange the local distributor or local partner for you. You know, for different countries, or it depends on the whether they do the local certificate. You know, so for different countries or different regions, the distributor know which one is best for you, and they can do all of this for you. So we will arrange the contact information. We will arrange the or meeting or other kind of contact messages for you. Okay, to let you get in contact with the local distributor.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, thank you very much, Sharon, for the introduction of the devices and the future plans of Hytera and representing Hytera. It was a pleasure listening to you and and seeing what is coming next and what you are doing right now. And we are excited about it. And I'm looking forward. Maybe next year there are some exhibitions again, and we might meet somewhere in person. So let's see about that one. And thank you for your time, and stay safe, and hope to see you soon.
Yes, thank you, Keith. Thank you for everybody online. Thank you for your attention. Okay, for so long time. Thank you very much. Okay.
Perfect. Thank you, Sharon. See you. Bye bye.
Thank you, Keith. Goodbye.